Hello there, and welcome to another in the series of Guitar from Scratch, a free course designed mostly for beginners, but of course where non-beginners will pick something up that they didn't know before or just improve on some technical thing they might come across in this course. This is number 7 of 8, and this evening I want to tackle the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. I am going to show you how to play one of his big hits, Human Nature. Now when you think Michael Jackson songs, it's mostly the rhythm and the feel. So imagine Michael dancing, it's never static for long. And there's a driving thing there, this oomph that keeps the music alive and gives him the energy to move and dance the way he did. So this evening I want to focus on that. It's going to be short, to the point, and this is part 1 of 2, and I'm just going to work through one verse, and next week I'll do the chorus. Then you can pick up the sheet music or the book or whatever, or listen to the recording, and if you know how to do one verse, it's like a hymn. The other verses in this case are almost the same. So once you know how to move from chord to chord, keep the rhythm going, then verse chorus will give you the complete structure. You just have to repeat and so on and so forth. So we're going to start off with the chords in this song. It's in the key of C, meaning your first chord will be C. Then I go to a D chord. And then the next chord is going to be a minor 7 chord. And it repeats. So I'll walk you through the C chord. And in this case, I'm going for the big C chord. Remember, those of us who have been following along, we went from the 1-finger C, where we press only the 2nd string in the 1st fret and strum from the 3rd. If that's the C you can do, that's the C you should do. It's no less valid. It's missing the bass, that oomph at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. You want to get that feel, that's clear C chord. The middle-sized C, so to speak, is pointer on the 2nd string, middle finger on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and ring finger presses the 5th string in the 3rd fret, and you strum from the 5th string down like this. So that's the big C, so that's C chord. The next chord is a D chord. So to get the D chord, we have covered the D7. D is in David 7 chord, which is a different chord. Just a simple difference, just a minor difference with regards to the placement of one of the fingers. So the D chord is pointer presses the 3rd string in the 2nd fret, middle finger presses the 1st string in the same 2nd fret, and ring finger presses the 2nd string in the 3rd fret. The 4th string is D, so that's the root of the chord. You strum rather from the D, from the 4th string down, and you want to make sure that you get a clear sound. Make sure your fingers are placed so that they're not resting on another string. And so you want to go for a clear sounding chord from the 4th down like that. Okay, the next chord we're going to is the A minor 7. A minor 7, pointer on the 2nd string in the 1st fret, middle finger on the 2nd string, on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and this time the root is the 5th string A. A minor 7, you strum from the 5th string down like that. So let me go that over. A minor 7th, pointer presses the 2nd string in the 1st fret, middle finger presses the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and you strum from the 5th string, which is the root of the chord. The 5th string is A, and it's A minor 7 there. And then you have it. So again, the chords are C chord, D chord, A minor 7. Now there's another chord we're going to look at, and this one is going to require some attention. The B minor chord. B minor chord. It's, let me go that step by step. Ring finger presses the 4th string in the 4th fret. Pinky squeezes right under it on the 3rd string. So ring finger and pinky are in the 3rd fret. Ring finger pressing the 4th string. Pinky presses the 3rd string right under it. Middle finger is lined up to press the 2nd string right there in the 3rd fret, and pointer presses the 1st string in the 2nd fret. And we strum from the 4th string like this. So that's the B minor. Let me do that again. I'm going to give you 2 versions. If you're not a beginner, then I'll show you the big version. But for those of us who are less experienced, the B minor chord, ring finger presses string number 4 in the 4th fret. Pinky right under it presses the 3rd string, same 4th fret. Middle finger presses the 2nd string in the 3rd fret, and pointer presses the 1st string in the 2nd fret. And you strum from the 4th string down like this. It will take some getting used to, but remember, in music nothing comes easy, even if it looks that way after a while. You have to go through the baby steps slowly, one finger at a time, until it starts to feel comfortable. Those of us who already can play, meaning you're not a start beginner, to round this out, these fingers are the same. The only difference is that you bar the 2nd fret, and now the root of the B minor chord is on the 5th string. So there, if you're a non-beginner, this is your B minor there. So the root there is on the 5th string. If you're a beginner, you want to forget the bar and just press the 1st string in the 2nd fret. And that's your B minor chord. Remember, you have the video, you can rewind, you can watch it again, bring it up close to you so you can see clearly. Ring finger presses the 4th string in the 4th fret. Pinky presses the 3rd string in the same 4th fret. Middle finger presses the 2nd string in the 3rd fret, and pointer presses the 1st string in the 2nd fret. That's a B minor chord. So all in all, the chords, all the chords you're going to be required to know in order to play this Michael Jackson hit is the C chord, the D chord, the A minor 7 chord, the B minor chord, and you can do it 2 ways. So this one or this one, this one or this one, and you're ready to go. So now that's the easy part. The lyrics are, you can buy the sheet music, buy the book, or just listen to the recording. Looking out across the nighttime, the city winks a sleepless eye. Hear her voice shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. So those are the words to the first verse. Okay, now again we're going to walk through it. And so we'll go. It's C, then D, C, then D. Looking out across the nighttime, the city winks a sleepless eye. Seducing sighs. And that's it. So let me do that again. And even that was a little fast, I mean, to start with. You want to make sure you can go from this C, looking out, back to C, across the night time, back to C, the city winds, the sleepless eye, then D, and hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs, and that's it. Let's do it again, snail pace. Looking out. Notice there's that, it's a sort of a syncopated rhythm, so it's not like very square. So it's da da da, but don't go for that feel as it. That comes when you think of the dance. So you want to make sure you get this C. Looking out across the night time, the city winds, the sleepless eye, same flow. Hear her voice, shake my window, same flow. You seducing sighs. Let me do that again. Looking out across the night time, the city winds, sleepless eye. Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. So there you have it. Town. Okay, so that's where the little humph comes in, and that's why a lot of people, if they can get that little humph, then they can do the Michael Jackson dance, and the twirl and the landing on the tip of the toes and all of that. Is that little thing in there? Yeah. That little. So before you can get to the more intricate strumming pattern, you want to get the feel. So it's reaching down to the last line. So you're going for the feel. Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. And that's where Michael Jackson twirls and lands tip of his toes and he's back at verse 2. So you want to get that feel in there. C, D, and then C, A, D, then da 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 da. So it's the feel you're going for. So again, I'm speeding through so that you can hear both sides, from the baby steps, the C, then the D, which no one can dance to, it's too slow anyway. But you want to get that down well. C, D, and. So the first part of the song is mostly that. The tricky thing is, where do you move from the C to the D? And that's, if you can explain that, then you're a better man than I am. That's why I said there's a feel that you have to get. So this, so it's looking out, so between looking out, so it's between looking out. So king, look, king is where you start to move out. You land on the D, so it's looking out across the night time, city winds, the sleepless eye. So that little looking out, if you can do that, looking out. So you could spend some time doing the looking out, and if you can get that, then you have it. So it's looking out across the night sky. So if you can get that, hear her voice, those are the main landmarks. So it's sweet seducing sighs. So the in between, you know, you can flub the words even, as long as you get that little right there. So it's down, down, down. So that little hum in there is what gives it the drive. And if you can capture that feel, then you get the dance and the music will flow. So again, when you practice, first things first, the baby steps of what are the chords. It's a C chord, then a D chord. You can treat it like poetry to begin with. Looking out, back to C, across the night's time, the city winds, sleepless eye. You're not rushing, you're getting that C, then D, and then the so it's that little down, down, down. It's tricky to get. So there's no easy way around it. Some people have the natural feel for this type of music, especially the younger kids. I remember teaching elementary school. I could use Michael Jackson songs to bribe the pre-K kids. If I tell them, if you remain quiet and sit nicely, we'll go to listen to Michael Jackson. Then there's something about the Michael Jackson songs that really appeal to them, and it has to do, in a sense, with the art and in the arrangement of the song, the rhythm, the feel, and so that it's a natural thing that everybody or most people would like to get their hands around a Michael Jackson song. So if this is your introduction to Michael Jackson, in this particular song, the secret lies in the syncopated rhythm, the feel where you go this, and I'm not counting rhythm. We could count it, but I'm not doing that. You have to feel that little hump in there, this, that, and from this to that little so it's looking out, so looking out, right? So that's you looking out. So that's an important clue in the whole thing. So looking out. So looking out. So looking out. So if you make the king a little short and snappy, you go looking out. And if you want to get that little there, where I do looking, I do that up brush with my thumb, or if you have a pick, so I looking out. So looking up. So and here's a fine point. When I do that back thing, I mute these strings right away. So it cuts it off. So it's looking there, it's off, out. So it's looking out, looking out, looking. So if you can go looking out, looking out. So you up brush on the king, looking. So the second part of the second syllable, look, is a down strum, king is an up brush, and then you silence the strings by muting it, placing your palm or the side of your hand on the strings, and then out. So if you in slow motion, it's looking out. So let me walk that through again slowly. Looking out. When you speed up, it's looking out. So there, looking out, looking out, looking out into the night sky. City winds. So the same sort of a brush, mute, brush again idea works through the whole song. City winds, sleepless eye. Guys in the band do this little rhythm, it's time for verse 2. Alright, but we don't want to go to there. I just want you to work on getting that C, D, C, D, with that little hump in there. Looking out across the nighttime, city wings sleepless eyes. Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. And then on to verse 2. So there you have it, and if I were to play this over and over again, you'll notice variations in the way I strum, where I place the accents, but there's always that little thing in there. So you could do it different ways as long as you have that little hump in there, the little syncopated rhythm that keeps Michael Jackson on his toes and moving. All right, but for you, remember, it starts with baby steps, C to D. You must know the chords. You must know the C chord, D chord, back to C chord, D chord, C chord, then B minor chord, and then A minor 7. Okay, so it's C, D, C, C, D, C, B minor, or if you want to use a small version, and then A minor 7. Again, C, D, C to D. You can sing the chords. C, D, back to C, D. Then hear her voice, shake my window. And right here, sweet seducing sighs. She say, why? But that's next week, where we'll do the chorus. Again, just focus this week on getting the chords down from the C to the D. And once you get that, look at the tape again, run it, rewind it, go to YouTube, find it, pull it up, and believe me, if you stick with it, sooner or later you'll start to feel the rhythm in there. Listen to the song so you can get the sense of the rhythm and how it moves you, and hopefully you'll translate that or transfer that to your hands when you strum. So until next week, happy strumming, and I'll see you back here for the final in this session of 8 free classes. If there is a question you have about the strumming, the songs, how everything that I've gone through work, just drop me a line and answer the question you have. But either way, hopefully I'll see you here next week. Until then, happy strumming, stay safe, and be positive. Take care.